What's up? What's up? What's going on, world? Welcome to my podcast. It's just different with Ty, where I talk about sports, social, political issues, you name it, everything under the sun. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and leave all comments in the section below. Also, hit the notification bell so you can get updated on the latest, newest videos because I'm coming with that fire. And if you want to have a debate with me, I may entertain it, pending what it is, but you better know what you're talking about because I ain't gonna play no games with you. Okay, y'all. NBA Finals Game 3 was last night. The Denver Nuggets against my Miami Heat. We lost by 15. A little disappointed, but I'm going to talk about why I feel Miami Heat lost that game. Let's get into it.
Welcome to It's Just Different with your host, Ty.
All right. All right. We here, baby. We here. Let's go. What's going on? It's Just Different with Ty podcast. All right. So, as y'all know, I am the biggest Miami Heat fan. That is my team ever since we drafted Dwayne Wade. Okay. So, I've been riding with the Miami Heat, since then. Last night, we lost in the finals, game 3 to the Denver Nuggets. Can't remember the score. What was it, like 109 to 94, something like that. And there was so many mistakes in that game that I want to talk about that I felt Miami Heat could have done better to capitalize off that. And I just, again, I love Eric Spoelstra. He's probably the best coach in the NBA right now. Him and Greg Popovich, them two. But I just felt there was some certain things that happened, and I felt some of that was on Miami's side, more or less. It was, to me, I think it was more about what Miami was doing as opposed to what Denver was doing. So what Denver did was, again, they made good adjustments. And instead of putting Nikola Jokic at the top of the key of the zone, they had him down on the baselines to free him up more and whatever have you, and that worked for him. And I must say, I've seen so many NBA Finals. I probably never seen, maybe since Shaq and Kobe, but I've never seen an NBA Finals where you had two players on the same team, not not average, but put up a triple-double where they both had 30. At least 30 points and at least 10 assists and 10 rebounds. But they played the perfect game. Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic played probably the perfect game. When they're cooking like that, I don't think anybody could beat them. I'm being honest. Even my Miami Heat team, I don't think nobody can beat them when they cooking like that. However, it's kind of a contradiction still. With that being said, because although they played phenomenal games them two, I still think there was things in there that Miami Heat could have done to take that game, to win game 3. Okay. Again, I love Eric Spoelstra. All right. So I want to say that. But man, you gotta play Kevin Love more. You gotta play Kevin Love more, because to me, it just seems like, all right, he starts the first quarter, plays 5 minutes, and then you don't see him again to third quarter. 5 minutes. I mean, he probably third quarter he'll start off the game off again, and then you don't see him again. The rest of the game. I'm not even sure if he even played the fourth quarter. He probably did, but it was sparingly. I'm not, but when you have a 6'9", 6'10" forward that can pass the ball the way he does, shoot the way he does, and can grab rebounds, he has to play a lot more, given the fact that we are undersized. That's one thing I will say, and as much as I love Heat culture, and I'm all about Heat culture, I felt where if it was Alonzo, Pat Riley, or even Spoels, they didn't capitalize off that, of getting an actual big man. They did not capitalize off that. Me, I personally would have went maybe not for DeMarcus because he might not have fit Heat culture because he's not really a defensive player. But they should have gotten Dwight Howard. You got another a big man that can grab rebounds, that can be somewhat still of an inside presence, and can block and alter shots. Not saying he would have stopped Nikola Jokic, no, but he would have really made him work a lot harder than the other big men that we have now, and it's asking a lot for Bam to not only try to stop him or contain him or make it hard for him, and then you want him to come on the other end and put up 20. That's asking a lot, but I just again, I like Zeller. I like him. I don't know if he's a good fit. I felt we could have gotten Dwight Howard instead of Zeller. That's just me. We're gonna move on from that. Now, I also felt Spoelstra played Gabe Vincent too long. I think he played him too long because Gabe Vincent was in foul trouble. And we all know when you're in foul trouble like that, it's kind of hard to get in the game, get the flow of the game. And I felt like he never was really in the game, but yet he was playing a lot. I felt Eric Spoelstra should have gave those minutes to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson was playing good, real good. Max was playing okay. Whether me, I'm a guy that don't make no excuses. But you hearing that ever since Jimmy really sprained his ankle against the Knicks, he hasn't really been the same player. And I started to think about that, and I'm like, you know what? He hasn't put up those type of 50-40 explosions like he was doing with Milwaukee. That's probably a better defensive team. But that's no excuse because everybody's banged up, right? Everybody's banged up, and that's what it is. But at some point, Jimmy is going to have to step up. Stephen A. Smith says something on ESPN first take, and I agree with him, that if you are that dude, at some point, you got to step up. And not only that, because I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers who's also a Miami Heat fan as well, true loyal Miami Heat fan. And he said that's kind of asking a lot of Jimmy Butler to run around and defend Jamal Curry. Jamal Curry, yeah, he was like Curry the way how he was shooting last night, Jamal Murray. And then you want him to put up 20, put up a lot of points on an offensive end. And to that I say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. This is the NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. There is no this is it. We may never get a chance here again. Jimmy, I need you to go all out. Because one thing I noticed with the Denver Nuggets coach, Murray and Jokic, the Joker, damn near played the whole game. I'm not sure if they even came out the second half. They could have, but it was probably for a few minutes. And he was letting it be known. He was sending a message on that. Win or lose, we going with y'all. And I felt there was times where Jimmy was sitting too much in the second half. I'm like, yo, where's Jimmy at? Again, if Jimmy is playing terrible, then you may want to be like, all right, we might want to look at another way. But he wasn't playing bad. I just feel like he needs to be more aggressive. He wasn't as aggressive as he usually is. He got to find that spark. Bam Adebayo. I love your energy. I love how you are trying to attack. I love that you're trying to be aggressive in the sense of you're taking shots. But you are a little above average jump shooter. So I'm going to need you to apply more pressure on the Denver Nuggets defensive team. I'm going to need you, Bam, to go to the hole damn near every single time and make those refs call those fouls on Jokic. That's what every time you get the ball, I'm going to the hole because although he is bigger than you, you are more athletic and you still jump higher than him. I'm gonna need you to get the ball and rise up every single time and leave it to the refs to make that call. That's what I need. That's what I need because you took too many. There was a play where I think Duncan Robinson, a few plays when I thought I was about to turn on the TV, I was like, oh, man, we lost this. But, I'm going to stay with my guys, win, lose, or draw. And there was a play where Duncan Robinson, I think he hit 2 back-to-back threes, long threes. And then I think Jamal Murray caught Martin with the elbow, which I'm surprised they did not review that because that could have been a flagrant. And then we could have got 2 shots back in the ball. And we could have really, really applied some pressure. So that's taking me off too with the refs. I know that has nothing, but the refs, y'all doing a terrible job at calling those games because Jokic is 7 foot, 285 pounds. He's flopping all over the place, and y'all calling it. And then when he has the ball, he's pushing his way, playing bully ball, and y'all not calling him calls. He's fouling. Y'all ain't giving him those foul calls. But neither here nor there. I just had to point that out. When we received the ball after Jamal Murray did the offensive foul, Bam got the ball by the free throw line. I'm thinking he's going to kick it back to Duncan that was right behind him wide open. Because he just just made 2 3-pointers. So I'm like, all right, Duncan is hot. Instead, Bam takes the shot and misses it. And I looked at his stats. He was 7 for 21. So I'm not mad at the fact that he took 21 shots. I don't even want to say mad. I'm just disappointed in the shot selection. Go to the hole, Bam. Stop falling in love with the jump shots. You are a little above average jump shooter. And again, though I feel like if he would have done that, again, this is all neither here or there, and this is just wishful thinking. But I just think if he would have played less of Vincent, who wasn't really giving us nothing because he was already kind of out of the game. If he plays Kevin Love a little bit more, Jimmy has to spark that fire. Bam, you have to attack the basket. Enough of these jump shots. If you want to take, all right, I'm gonna give you 5. Take 5 a game. After that, everything to the Baja. I need to see everything to the Baja. Enough of these jump shots because you're bailing Jokic and whoever's defending you. You're bailing these guys out, and then they're coming down, punishing y'all down on the other end and getting N1s or whatever have you. I need to see you be more aggressive and attacking the basket. That's what I need to see. I felt we would have done that. Who knows? We might be up 2-1. Who knows? But Spoelstra, as soon as you start to see these guys, not really hitting their shots, we gotta do something. I know we're limited. Supposedly Tyler Hero, who knows if he comes back or not? We'll see. We'll see if he does. Hopefully he'll just pick it right back up and don't miss a beat. We'll see. But Jimmy Butler, this is a call for Jimmy Butler. You have to be more aggressive. When you was down in the block, you was doing what you were supposed to do, which was you was making these guys double and kick out and score. But you got to do that I need to see you. You got to rewind that clock and go back to Jimmy Butler against the Milwaukee series of this year. And Spoelstra, you're going to have to play Jimmy the whole game. Because if we lose and go down 1-3, it's over. Jimmy going to have to play together. Listen, this is what I noticed when it was the 2020 finals and we played the Los Angeles Lakers in the bubble. Those 2 games we won, Jimmy damn near played the whole game. He was exhausted. He was tired. But you got to leave it all out there. And I know history shows that the next game he doesn't really play as well, but we'll leave it on those other guys to take us that win. But Jimmy, I need to see you playing just as many minutes as Jokic or putting all out there because they doing it. Their coach is doing it. You shouldn't be on the coming in the game 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter or wherever it was. I need you to start and finish in the fourth quarter. That's what I need. Now, if you're playing terrible, then we got to take you out. But other than that, that's what it is. So that's my take, y'all. Let me stop because I'm starting to get hot. I'm going off again. It's like I'm actually watching the game and yelling at the TV screen. But you guys let me know what you think about game 3. You think we going to win? Do you think Miami Heat going to win game 4? Make sure you like and subscribe. Again, it's just different with Ty. Thank you for watching. With that said, peace and love.